Hello from the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Say hi.
Hi. So here we are. Lena's driving. We are on the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We entered from Cherokee. We did see an elk earlier. We'll show a picture.
And we had a question that maybe somebody can leave in the comments. When you happen upon wildlife like that and people are pulling off the road, do you pull off behind them, or you pull in front of them, or you just wait for the wildlife to clear and then you just go about your business? We didn't want to be rude by pulling in front of other people, but we weren't really sure what to do.
So let us know in the comments below.
So we decided to get out of the car just for a minute, since we'd never been here before, and show you the beautiful views. You'll notice all the clouds and the haze coming off the mountain. That's why they call it the Great Smoky Mountains. You can definitely see the smoke coming off in the distance.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Not really sure how many tunnels are in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, but if I find out, I'll post it down below. There's a tunnel. There's no tunnel number 2.
Oh,
but
hello. Here is our tunnel number 3.
Just so pretty up here, and it's no secret because there's lots of other people up here too that on our way from some good info and intel that we might be able to see some wildlife today. So I'm looking forward to that. How about you?
I am hoping that we can see some wildlife. Mainly elk. That's what we heard about.
No bears?
Kind of want to see a bear. But from a distance.
Black bears aren't that bad. They're pretty tame. Unless you invade their space or you invade their area with their young cubs. but I don't want to run into any bobcats or anything up here. That would be not
no.
cool.
That would not be cool.
We are entering Cades Cove Loop, which we have heard that there is numerous wildlife down in here. And we're hoping to see a herd of elk at the minimum.
I don't know if I'm getting the horses or not.
If it wasn't sprinkling, I'd open the roof. In 1902, the congregation can be dated back to 1830, with the first Methodist circuit riders visiting the cove in the early 1820s. Originally, services were held in homes until a log meeting house was built in 1840. The Methodists had a good relationship with the Primitive and the Missionary Baptists, the latter of which used the log building for meetings and worship. As the larger Methodist Episcopal Church started to split in 1844 over the issues of slavery, the Methodists of Cades Cove were not immune.
You can go to the cemetery.
And began to break apart. One group split off and in 1880 built the Hopewell Methodist Church near the south end of Hyatt Lane. But this building is no longer standing after the Civil War. The original long meeting house soon became a schoolhouse, but is still used for worship. In 1902, the Cove's Methodists replaced the old log meeting house with the current frame building. Blacksmith and carpenter Reverend J.D. McCampbell was said to have built the structure for $115 in 115 days. McCampbell later served as the church minister for many years. The new building follows the design of having two entrances for the practice of dividing men and women up during services, but the Methodists of Cades Cove never followed that custom.
Turn the video. Stop recording.
This I could do. I can imagine this with candles here and people, maybe a choir over here, This is awesome. Favorite hymns of praises. This is actually the first Presbyterian church in Biloxi, Mississippi. Oh, these have some good songs. Oh, wow. I wonder how old this book is. Oh, pages ripped. Now that is how I figured the whole thing would be, is faded, but the other pages are pretty much really well. It's awesome. Okay, so we've saw elk, we've seen bear, and now turkeys.
Turn left.